Okay, so today, March 8th, 2016, I have opened my Extech 411 multimeter, and the idea is to be prepared if, let's say for example, I have too much current going in the meter and I blow a fuse. So this manual is supposed to help take care of that. So I have opened this manual, and these are the instructions for this. And so I've carefully opened the meter, and this is the front side of the meter, and this is what it looks like inside. Okay. Again. Okay. So, now this is the other side of the meter, the back side. And looking at this, and as you can see here, we have two cylinders. There's a large one and there's a smaller one over there. Those are the fuses that came with the meter. So I was worried that the fuses that I bought wouldn't fit, but they look pretty much the same size. So these would be the 20 amp fuses. They're fast blow fuses. And these would be the 200 milliamp fuses. Okay. Now, I use this case here to open the meter, and you can see the three bits that I use to open the meter, ranging from various sizes. Now this is the iWork 53-piece tool set, and I got it from Fry's Electronics. Let's see, hopefully I can show you. And you see they're individually labeled if it's possible to show that. Okay, and the other two are just the same way. So, and there was a battery that came with the meter. 9-volt battery. So now, let's go ahead and put the meter back together, so that way you can see it turn on. Alright, so I've got this thing already. Now this is a little screwdriver that came with the set, and it's got a piece over here that you connect onto this shaft. You can turn it. So now, first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to replace this thing over here onto the other board. Let me go ahead and zoom in this thing a little bit so you can see better what we're doing. So, all right. So I'm going to go ahead and move this out. All right, over here. Put this back on this carefully. I don't want to pull on the wrong stuff. Pull on the fuses ends over here. hold on here. Okay, there we go. That's the little handle over here to be able to grab this properly. So next time around, go ahead and turn this upside down. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and slide this over, like so. Now there's these pins. Put that slot over there, that slot over there. Now, seems that most of the things there. Okay, so now we'll want to make sure it's all clear. Pushing down. Let's show you. Okay, now we've got those pins here, these pins here. I'm gonna make sure these are lined up. I think I might have this too far down on this side, so I'm gonna lift this back up. Then I can push this side over here. Make sure this is lined up too, because I don't want this. Okay, so that's clearly off. Okay, I need to lift this back up around this side here. I don't want to break this. Okay, now it's still kind of off. Is it horizontally off? Still horizontally off. Okay, we need to push this back up. Now, see, that's a little bit off there. Okay, clearly got an issue here. Hopefully I don't break it. There we go. 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 Okay, excellent, excellent. Okay, awesome. Okay. Alright. So, now, see, I have that connected. So now what I want to do, okay, so now that's taken care of, we want to put something else back on here. Right, and that would be this thing. This cover here. Now we need to slide something through this hole over here. See if you can see the gap over here. Is that little hole? Let's see if I can show it to you. Okay. All right, so we want to go ahead and we need to make sure we have this piece over here before we screw it on. So then we drop this piece onto here. But I think what I need to do before I even do that is go ahead and slide this thing back into here. Let me just go ahead and slide this in long ways, then pull it out towards and drop here. And now that we have it there, then we go ahead and I'm going to lift this up a little bit and drop this in here. Make sure I got this in the right direction. Which side, where? Okay. So there's the groove. And then we want to go ahead and press it gently. should this be? Make sure that is really down where it needs to be. All that should be flat. Hopefully. Okay. So obviously, go ahead and put that battery back in. Slide this in over here. Now that's taken care of. Now I got this cover with some screws on it, on the ends, over here and over here. I'm going to go ahead and put this right side up over here. Now we're going to take this tool, I'm going to go ahead and screw this back on. Which one should I use? Double O, triple L. Okay. Okay. Now, do the same thing, but to this bracket. Okay. So we put this on first. This is the kickstand. And then, go ahead and put this over here, right? That's the order? Yeah. And we want to make sure this is turned the right way. It's so sloping towards, down towards me, so I turn it this way. Okay, let's go ahead and use this one again, the 000. Okay, we got a couple more screws to go. I believe actually only one of these I really needed out of the other two. Let me check again. Actually, they are different sizes. Okay, so I got 2 large and 2 small. I know the large were over here and the 2 small were over there, I believe. Let's just make sure that's the case. Yeah. So, which one's the larger one? 00 and 0. So the 0 one will be for the bigger ones. Bigger one, 2 small ones. So let's do the small ones first, since those are the ones I took out first. Gotta sort these properly. Okay, so the 00. The other one over here. Okay. Now I'm going to screw these into place. Okay, what else? Now, 2 remaining screws. I'm going to use the 0 one here. And I'm going to show you again the case, just to clarify on the numbers. Actually, I can bring this over here. Again, this is where your, so PH000 on the right, the left. So PH000, PH00, PH0. Hopefully you can see it there, and of course I'll bring it closer again later on. Let's go ahead and install this thing. Let me make sure I actually transferred it. Yeah, that's it. Okay, I'm going to drop this one over here. And this one, the same deal. Let's screw that thing on there. This one over here. Actually, I need to bring this closer. We're on that side too. Might have to tighten the other side again. Definitely need to tighten this more. Push that on that with my thumb. Again, I want to scratch it, but gotta make sure it's tight. A foam mat probably would be better. Okay, now I'll do this side again over here. Alright. Same thing here. Let me go ahead and stabilize it so that way. Switching over again. Over here. Is this the right one? Yep. Okay. Apply some force onto this. That's better. Did the same thing on the other side. That's nice. Okay, let me check. I don't like scratching my equipment. Good. Now, last thing to do here is the rubber holster. Let's just slide it on. Okay, so we've got these little prong things here. If you can ever see them. These things here. And we'll go ahead and slide this over around, stretch it. And then these prongs have to go in here. Okay. Same deal. Okay. Sure it's all around, all good, all even. Okay. Alright, so there's the meter for you. Now we're just going to see if we did it right. Yes. And let's go ahead and check the battery voltage. Oh, see, this says use 200 volts DC setting to check the battery voltage. So let's go ahead to 200 volts DC. .5 volts. Okay, so we have now installed the meter back into its original configuration. Let me just go ahead and zoom out. But before I do that, again, let me show you the case. And so those are the pH000, pH00, and pH0 things I used for the meter installation. So now for my previous video, had done a little bit of trying to show the shape of the S.H.O coil, and so this is, again, I fixed it this morning, and this is the shape for let's zoom out. Okay, so here it is. Looks much better now. And I have to remember, this is not a mirror. I'm actually looking at the LCD screen, so I have to face this the normal way. So now, you can see, if I stretch it, like so. And then, of course, let's show this one here, which is more color-coded. The red sections, as before, will be the regions where the EMF will be induced in such a way, with the lines of flux cutting through this way, causing an EMF of generating current along this direction. Now, there's also lines of flux that will cut through these white sections, but it will induce a current at right angles to the wire, so it ends up just building up charge on one side of the wire and reducing it on the other side. And pretty much the same thing occurs in the green sections. So the only regions of this coil, now the purple sections don't really mean anything. That's just a structural thing to help me hold this thing together. So it goes through the red sections here, the white sections, and the green sections, and the white sections, the red sections, then on and on. Right, again, let's go ahead and take this, and that's the S, and there would be two of them in parallel, and they would have the connectors between them. So that's just a review. My video from yesterday's recording should reveal that. So that's pretty much it for today. Again, I've got to go to work, and so I want to thank you for watching this video, and have a great rest of your year.